Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Lee DG, and today we are back in City Skylines, and more importantly we are back in Project Cumbria. So guys, obviously just to kick things off and get it started, you can follow me on various different platforms, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, and now I have also set up a Discord server, so it will be in the description below, so please feel free to join. Doesn't matter if you're a fan of the game or if you just like Cumbria, if you just want to be a part of the build, just want to come and chat, ask what I'm using, assets and stuff like that, and we can talk other things as well. Please feel free to join. I would love to build a fantastic community on there, so that'll be brilliant. Today we are back in, obviously, SIDDICK, as the title suggested. Now, when I left off, obviously it was just episode 1, get me back into doing this, and it's been like a month since I've done the first video, just for the simple fact that I've wanted to take my time and trawl through the many different assets and things, you know, mods and looking at different aspects of what I can do and what I can incorporate, and looking into Google, and obviously from my own memory, and obviously just because it's only up the road, going and having a look and getting out with the kids and the family and stuff like that. And obviously it won't be a true to life build, it's just not possible, it's not a one-to-one. The fact that it's taken me so long is the fact that I'm putting so much time and effort in trying to really nitpick at what I'm wanting to place and trying to get it as right as I can. Obviously if you notice from the first build, I've changed the houses straight away. They're not exactly the same. I was gonna do modular builds, which I've seen, you know, Mac Welshman's done brilliant ones, and I looked at them and they just didn't feel right, and then I tried other ones, and obviously Mac the Welshman and Ronnie X and Rick 4000 and a bunch of other guys have built all these fantastic assets, and unless you do it yourself, you're kind of limited. But I've wanted to look into Blender. I just don't think I can fully focus my time into that. If you look on Steam, I think it's on the Steam Workshop now actually, by Sakura Nation, he's built a temple, I think it's a temple, and that was his first time on Blender, and I'm like, I can't compete with that, not even building a house. I mean, the guy's incredible, and it's an absolute incredible build. So yeah, as you can see, obviously I'm placing gates and stuff in now. I'm trying to get it as close, and it's going to be heavily detailed. As you see, as the video progresses and we get further into it. But at the minute, obviously, I'm using gates, and I think these are from Mac the Welshman's stuff. Obviously, I will be referencing these guys in the descriptions as well, because if you are wanting to do a UK build, obviously Rick 4000, Ronnie X's stuff with the decals and things like that, and Mac Welshman, all of their stuff, and various other guys as well. Honestly, can't big us up enough. What you have created is marvellous, absolutely marvellous. You'll see at the end as well, there'll be pictures and a little bit of a cinematic, showing what Google Earth shows, and what we've actually got. Obviously it's not true to life, there is bins everywhere. I mean, that's true to life, bins are everywhere. I couldn't tip them up unless I which I should have done actually, which would have been quite cool if I used procedural object, which is another thing that I'm trying to get into, so I can create that little bit more difference and, you know, sort of tailor it to how I want it and not sort of how the game wants you to want it. But it'll all come, I feel like I'm saying a lot. Right, so as you can see, obviously I did do a lot of changes with the houses, and it was, there's 28 on the front and 28 on the back, and they've got skylights and stuff like that because of the houses at the top. That's why I changed them, because I wanted it to be more realistic, and obviously the colours of the houses are different and they're not all the same old style looking houses. They're just, quite standard sandstone front and stuff like that. So I try to get as many in as I can and try to make it sort of as true to life. I think I got 26 in, the different coloured houses. The roads aren't perfect around the area, and I think that goes to say for the UK in total. Really, the roads aren't perfect anywhere anymore. And yeah, I mean, it's cracking away. It's coming on very nice. You can see the house is just getting built on the picture, but I ended up changing it to obviously a house that is built. Now it was just, what's the point of leaving it where it's not built anymore? I mean, the pictures that are on Google Earth are from, I think, 2016. I'm not 100% sure if that's correct. I think they were, but I'm not 100% sure. So a lot has changed since then. It's 4 years now. Actually, the pictures could have been from slightly earlier than that. Here you can see me laying down the decals, and obviously I heard this on Pug on one of his videos saying about, do you ever mess with the decals, lift them up, drop them down, or move it, get that different sort of shade and texture from them. And I thought, well, actually I've done it once or twice, but I never really thought about it, and I thought that's actually a pretty good idea. You'll see that all of the backyards now, as I'm placing in the bins, they are all concreted, because that's pretty much how all the backyards are. They're just backyards. Obviously they're a bit longer and extended than what they are true to life, but I mean, it makes it a bit more appealing, makes it look a bit more there and not just dumped there, if that makes sense. You can see it a bit more, and a bit more catching to the eye more than anything else. Here's me trying to recreate what the bushes and trees look like, which is on the fronts, and obviously all the trees and the grass textures and stuff like that people have created. Once again, I mean, just small things like that. It honestly, it just changes the game incredibly. And I mean, I'm only at the moment, I'm using just over 16 gig. At one point it was shown that I was using 24, but I realised, and if you don't know this, this is a nice little top tip for you. Make sure that your settings aren't on ultra high in the game, because obviously that bumps your RAM up. But then obviously if you change it when you're in game, it makes your game run a hell of a lot smoother, and it doesn't destroy your RAM, and you're thinking that you're using more than what you've got, because it was putting on easy 4 gig when I was using ultra high settings. So I mean, it's something to think about if it's what you are wanting, and very conscious about how much RAM you've got. I mean, I'm lucky I've got 32, but I know most people only tend to have 16. But things change, and I mean, 32 isn't that expensive anymore, but save up that few months and birthdays and whatnot, you'll be able to get it if your computer can support it. Here's me putting in the path. You can see I was having a bit of a dilemma of what I wanted to use, so I went with just the standard dirt, and obviously with the textures in the game and now set up British textures, it makes it look totally different. We've got trees that are running right down the front and down the side. The roads aren't perfect at the minute. I'm going to be jostling about with them for a little bit, going back down into Workington. Obviously SIDDICK's about 2 mile out, so on the opposite side of the houses, when you'll see, there's a lot of stuff I did offline, and not purposely did it offline, and it was just me not realising for some reason that record had changed when I was in adrenaline. Don't know why. It went from Control Shift R to, I think it was Control Shift E, and I thought I was recording when I wasn't, and I was recording when I shouldn't have been recording, and yeah, it was just a glitch. So there's about 5 hours worth of stuff that I didn't record, which was a absolute blunder from me. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Adrenaline, yeah, and myself, because I did actually uninstall the drivers and reinstall them. just just changing some stuff up. I'm putting in the house which is on the top. That is a new build. It is just 2 houses, I think, but I ended up putting in, I think, 3, just because the colour and the texture of them houses, they sort of look how I want them, and they look a lot nicer. I give it a 1 wall up the back. That was a slight bit of a pain trying to get in, because obviously you can't always get it perfect, and you've got to sort of build what you want away from where you want it, and then place it in and be able to move things about. I am truly excited for where this build is going to go. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. The next episode we will be doing the beachfront, and I think maybe we'll be doing Iggison paperboard, which is our paperboard mill. I did download a bunch of different assets. Obviously there's a load of wood piled up and stuff like that, and we'll get into that on the next episode. But I mean, it is going to be a really good episode. We've got car parks and stuff like that going in. It's really weird when I load up, because I'm starting at the back of the map, and you never normally start at the back of a map. You're normally starting in the middle. So when I was like getting cars coming in and stuff like that, for some reason my settings never saved when I was doing the cars. So then all of a sudden I've got this random, is it the 3-wheel thing that they sit in, the futuristic car? Yeah, that just turned up all of a sudden. I was like, okay. And then the bug turned up, and I was like, oh yeah, no, right, come on. You can't have just some random cars turning up here, there and everywhere, especially when you're trying to make a recreation and you want as little of vanilla assets as you can, and you're trying to use all the stuff that the fantastic people have created. I will hopefully try and get into Blender one day. It's just difficult, trying to put so much concentration in when you don't feel you've got a lot of concentration to give at times, if that makes sense. And you know, I was speaking the other day, I've been learning some other things and doing some different techniques and doing some different things, and I was just like, I'm having to pull myself back, like putting Discord in, for instance. I had to pull myself away, and I used to do coding and stuff like that when I was younger, and you know, I'm mid-30s now, and I'm like, I can't do it anymore. What's going on? Just sit back, relax, take a breather, stop staring at your computer like you're gonna explode, and reintegrate, and you know, go back to it and think about it. And yeah, I mean, it's getting there. I mean, obviously when you go into the Discord server, you'll see there's been a bit of stuff put in. Obviously, if you like it, let me know. If there's anything I can change, definitely let me know, because obviously I want it to be a community thing. I want to make the best of it, and I want people to get involved. That's all I've really ever wanted. I just want people to get involved, enjoy what I'm doing. Any queries and stuff like that, anything you think I could change, I mean, please, obviously it's all very much appreciated. It truly is. Oh, pardon me. So you can see this has got allotments, but I went with like little allotment houses on this bit there, and built it up pretty much exactly how it looks in a sense. There's a fence that I'm putting in there, which I don't like it anyhow, but I will change it, because I found a fantastic great fence, which I for some reason I've been searching stuff, and then yeah, and I couldn't come across this grated fence, and I couldn't find it, and all of a sudden it just popped in. It was there in my. It must have been on a mass bunch of assets that I downloaded and I didn't realise it, and then yeah. So I'll be putting that back in because it's a nice rusted looking fence, which is a lot of this area and a lot of the allotments are sort of like that. Getting the caravans in, which are sitting there and stuff, and little sprite grasses, and honestly, I've really loved doing the detail. You know, I've gone back and forth between Google Maps and what it looks like, and it's been a really difficult area to sort out, and it's been a good starting point in a sense as well, SIDDICK, because there's a lot till it and not a lot at the same time. It's open, and but there's a lot of build. You know, there's railway line, there's a beachfront, there's houses on both sides. There's going to be Egerson's, which is there. There's got a lot of textures in the green area that's going down to Workington on the far right side, which you see me working on now, and the road and doing different stuff like that. So it is going to get there, and it is going to look absolutely belter. And I'm really, really digging how it's coming out, and just doing these small little things and stuff like that. That's why it's taken me so long, because there you can see already the houses are in. I'm pointing at the screen, not that you can see my finger or anything. What a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. I do not know why, but it just was. And I never felt like it was right, even though I was looking at it, I was going, oh, that's actually pretty good, I like that. Yeah, we can leave that. And then 2 minutes later I was going, yeah, no, I don't like that. And then I was changing it and then trying to look at different houses. There is 8 houses there. There is the 2 in the middle are supposed to be joined together. I just didn't, because the gardens were all attached, and then I couldn't find just houses on their own that sort of looked how I wanted them. So I just thought, you know what, just keep them separate. They look nice, they're giving the illusion, and that's what it's all about. Like I said, I've got to come to terms with myself that it's not a one-to-one recreation, because obviously I couldn't do it if I wanted to. I probably could if I wanted more time, and you know, learn all new different things, but there's so much to still try and learn, even just doing this, and obviously different ways of editing and different ways of you know, putting little elements in here and there on the videos and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, nearly on my 50 videos, and that's it really. So we're gonna leave it there for today, guys. We are at the end of our episode, thereabouts. So we'll have a little song to chill us out. Obviously, please like and subscribe to the channel. It is all very much appreciated. Like I said, take a look at the Discord. It's a fantastic little place. I hope more and more of you join. Link for the description will be link for it will be in the description, shall we say. And yeah, guys, so thank you very, very much. Drop a comment, leave a like, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.